Meghan Markle made private visits to community kitchen before joining royal family. Meghan Markle made regular private visits to a community kitchen in the wake of the Grenfell Tower fire tragedy, an expert previously revealed. The Duchess of Sussex recently broke her public appearance hiatus after starring in Global Citizen's 24-hour TV marathon. The organization held a mega event in New York last week to promote unity across the planet in the face of the coronavirus pandemic. Meghan and Prince Harry used the opportunity to call for COVID-19 vaccine equality. In a joint speech, Harry said, "Are we prepared to do what is necessary to end this pandemic?" Before Meghan added, "There is so much that we can do today, now that can get us closer to ending this pandemic, and that's why we're all here." The appearance is just one in a string of charitable endeavors the pair have embarked on in a bid to make the world a better place. During their time in the royal family, they worked to promote awareness on topics like poverty and women's rights. And, even before this, Meghan had made efforts on her own to help improve the lives of ordinary people. In 2018, she made regular private visits to the Hub Community Kitchen in West London to help those who had suffered from the Grenfell Tower tragedy in which 72 people lost their lives to a fire. The disaster was later described as being entirely predictable. As many were without a home and so without a kitchen, the community came together to help their neighbors through the turbulent period. Meghan heard about the efforts and began to make regular visits, later writing a foreword to the cookbook that came about as a result of the project, Together Our Community Cookbook. Victoria Murphy, a royal journalist, recalled how, seeming to want to avoid the publicity, the Duchess made private visits before becoming an official member of the firm. Speaking Channel 5's documentary, Secrets of the Royal Kitchens, she said, before Meghan even joined the royal family she was making private visits to the women of the Hub Community Kitchen where women had gathered to cook for the community. And she said how she instantly felt very at home and very welcomed by that community, and a big part of that was this common love of food. One of the volunteers at the kitchen said to reporters at the time, "She comes and laughs with us, she knows about our family, we know about hers, it's nice." Meghan later came up with the idea for the cookbook Together to raise money for the community kitchen. It flew off the shelves after it was published. It was so popular that it knocked down some of the year's bestsellers including Lethal White, written by J.K. Rowling under the pseudonym Robert Galbraith, Adam Kay's This Is Going to Hurt, and Jamie Oliver's Italy. In the introduction, Meghan wrote, "I immediately felt connected to this community kitchen. It is a place for women to laugh, grieve, cry and cook together. Melding cultural identities under a shared roof, it creates a space to feel a sense of normalcy, in its simplest form, the universal need to connect, nurture, and commune through food, through crisis or joy, something we can all relate to. Through this charitable endeavor, the proceeds will allow the kitchen to thrive and keep the global spirit of community alive." Meghan first visited the kitchen in January 2018, 4 months before she and Harry married. She made a number of further private trips to the center to meet volunteers and learn more about their work. Some of the recipes that featured in the book are family favorites and were all created by the cooks who support residents affected by the tragedy. Alongside Meghan's message in the book, the women who worked in the kitchen wrote, "Our kitchen has always been a place of good food, love, support and friendship. We cook the recipes we've grown up with, there's no stress, and the recipes always work because they have been made so many times, it's proper comfort food. The dishes come from around the world, Europe, the Middle East, North Africa and the Eastern Mediterranean." The women who worked in the kitchen wrote, "Our kitchen has always been a place of good food, love, support and friendship. We cook the recipes we've grown up with, there's no stress, and the recipes always work because they have been made so many times, it's proper comfort food. The dishes come from around the world, Europe, the Middle East, North Africa and the Eastern Mediterranean.